Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're here with Mr. BK. Today I'm checking out the social video of how a pointless joke exposed our hypocrisy. India's got Latent. Basically, I've seen so many videos obviously pop up on YouTube talking about, well, showing their pictures and images. Nearly everyone's doing a video on them, and I've had so many people contact me and said, look, can you do a video on it too, a reaction on someone else's video, so many different kind of links. But I've done social videos before, so I thought, why not go with something that I know there's something going on, because I know Samay Raina's removed all his India's Got Latent videos, and because of that I decided to make all ours private, because I don't know what's going on. I know something was said by BeerBiceps, Ranveer Allahbadia, but again, I don't know what was said. I haven't seen the episode, I haven't seen what's been said. All I know is there's some sort of controversy, something was said, or something was, and people, I don't know. That's what I could say. Something's happened, and it seems like everyone's on there, because I follow so many different people. You got Beer talking about it, you got singers talking about it, you've got actors talking about it, but I was just like, what's actually happened? So I don't know if these guys are going to tell us anything, because it just says, this time Sasha brings you a video on the recent controversy involving BeerBiceps and Samay Raina. India's Got Latent. A joke was made that sent the nation into frenzy, sparking legal troubles and heated debates. Whoa. In this video we break down controversy and explore how a seemingly lame joke, so it's a joke, has held a mirror to our deep-rooted hypocrisies. See, I watch BeerBiceps, Ranveer Allahbadia's videos, and I think he's very good at what he does, and quite inspiring, to be honest. So, and I see Samay Raina, and I know what I'm going to get with Samay Raina. It's, for me, without saying anything, I'll watch what's been said, but I always have this thing of, when I'm watching something, if I don't like it, I just turn it off, and it's not my thing. And if there's jokes, some people, I was in the police force for 20 years, so if you can imagine, we used to have our banter, but obviously you can't have that kind of jokes in front of other people, because they might take it out of context. So you can understand these kind of things. You got to be careful of what you say depending on where you are. But but before I say anything else, I'm going to check out this video. So I'm going to see what it's like. But that's what I was just going to say, that yeah, I've seen both their contents and stuff and what they do, and I know what I'm going to get from each of them, sort of. So and that's why they get so many views, because people feel the same. But again, obviously something's been said that's offended so many people. Write down in the comments below what was said, if it's not on here. Did it offend you? Do you guys watch either BeerBiceps or Samay Raina? And and tell me your take and your feelings and thoughts about it, and what everyone's saying and what you guys think should have happened or shouldn't have happened. Share in the comments below, and I'm just going to check this one out. Here we go. The only thing I am going to say is, before I start this, if it's over a joke, regardless of the joke, and people are making it's so controversial, I'm sure there's people who are loads more bigger offences. I tell you, if I was still in the police force, regardless of the joke, it would more or less just be, hey, can you not say that again? It can offend people. I don't think we would be here locking anyone up, regardless of how bad the joke was. I mean, unless it was something like racial, something like that, or someone thought it was funny. It's not funny, it's discrimination kind of thing. But again, it's in the context of things, so where it was and how it happened. But there's crimes like rape, murder, drug dealing, something serious, and I thought that would be more highlighted and be controversial. But anyway, enough of what I've got to say. But
thing with sort of target words and safe zones, people don't want to hear a word that they don't like.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like? People try and give ideas rights.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're not allowed to offend their, they jump in the way of the bullet and say, why are you shooting at me?
Yeah.
Right? If someone insults maths, I don't go, oh, dare you insult maths.
Yeah.
insult it all you like.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
If you're so fragile that you think that a joke about someone can destroy it, well, you need something else. Then it's nonsense.
ये है रिकी जर्वेस,
Yeah.
who is a legend in stand-up comedy, and he is also the writer for the famous TV show The Office. Basically, he makes a very valid point कि कोई अपनी लाइफ को लेके इतना एरोगेंट कैसे हो सकता है कि वो सोच रहा है कि उसे कोई ऑफेंड ही ना करे, लाइफ बस उसी की तरह चले. Basically, complaining for a joke is a privilege.
And now people saying, people mistake sometimes demanding equality, right, by not being part of humour.
Yeah.
It's actually demanding privilege.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. But I agree. It's someone says they're offended. I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive.
Yeah.
I want them to start saying I found it offensive, because you've got to own the emotion, because that's all it is. You're
Yeah.
just telling me how you feel about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke.
It's words, it's ideas,
I know,
it's notions.
exactly.
कितनी आयरॉनिक बात है कि अगर आपको एक जोक पसंद नहीं आया तो आपने सोचा कि चलो पुलिस को कंप्लेंट करते हैं, rather than just saying कि चल यार छोड़, मेरा ह्यूमर नहीं है,
That's
not my
awesome.
place. मैं तो डेमोक्रेसी में अभी बिलीव करता हूँ. सो अगर किसी को कोई चीज़ पसंद नहीं आती है तो आपका पूरा राइट है उसको डिस्कोर्स करने का कि आपको उसमें क्या पसंद नहीं आया. बट यू डोंट हैव द राइट टू बिकम अ मसीहा ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटिंग एवरीवन कि मुझे तो पसंद नहीं आया, अब सबको नहीं आना चाहिए, जेल में डालो इनको. देखो, सबका ओपिनियन
Great.
डिफरेंट होता है. इट्स नॉट इवन अबाउट लाइकिंग अ जोक. कुछ लोगों को समझ है कि जोक होता क्या है, कुछ लोगों को पता है कि जोक का लिटरल मीनिंग रियल लाइफ में नहीं होता है, उसका कोई लॉजिक नहीं है. रियलिटी इज मच स्ट्रॉन्गर देन अ जोक. पर फिर दूसरी तरह के लोग भी होते हैं जो कंट्रोवर्सीज और हेट से मजे लेते हैं. उनको मजा आता है क्लाउड जब उन्हें मिलता है. दे गेट सम रियल लाइफ वैलिडेशन. एंड इवेंचुअली कॉमेडियंस के साथ ऐसा पहले भी हुआ है. इफ यू रिमेंबर तन्मय भट्ट, उन्होंने एक टाइम पे स्नैपचैट पे वो फेस स्वैप का फिल्टर नया नया आया था, तो वहां पे सचिन तेंदुलकर और लता मंगेशकर के फेस स्वैप करके एक मिमिक्री जोक बनाया था.
Yeah, hi guys, how's it going? It's me, Sachin. And I guess I just want to know if you guys also think the same, if Virat is indeed 10 times better than me. It is definitely very pissing off for me as a... No, fuck Virat, okay? Just fuck it.
एंड किसी ने उनके अगेंस्ट एफआईआर कर दी, फिर पुलिस इन्वॉल्व हो गई, उनके सड़कों पे लिटरली पुतले भी जलाए जाने लगे. एक वो भी टाइम था.
Seriously.
चलो तन्मय भट्ट को छोड़ो, कीकू शर्दा जो अपने टीवी कॉमेडी के लिए इतने पॉपुलर है फैमिली ऑडियंस में, उनको ये लव चार्जर वाले डूड के डांस रूटीन को मिमिक करने के लिए जेल जाना पड़ा. यार जेल जाना कितना आसान है इफ यू डू सम कॉमेडी. See, it's very clear that we can't take a joke, even if it's not made on us. हम सेंसिबली बात करने से ज्यादा एक्सट्रीम्स पे चले जाते हैं. मेरे ओपिनियन में एक जोक चाहे कितना भी बेकार हो, उससे रियलिटी चेंज नहीं होती है. सिमिलरली यही बियर बाइसेप्स और समय रैना के
Bloody
इंडियज
hell,
गॉट
that's
लेटेंट के एपिसोड में हुआ.
Sheesh.
Bro, I have another question.
Displeasing.
Yes. Would you rather every day for the rest of your life or stop it forever?
थोड़ा रियलिस्टिकली और सेंसिबली बात करूंगा, सो मैं कोई साइड्स नहीं लूंगा. एंड आई वुडंट से कि यार जोक था जाने दो. मैं पहले ही कह दूं कि इट वाज अ बैड जोक, इट वाज नॉट इवन फनी. बट अब क्या उनको
बहुत
इसके
सही.
लिए फांसी चढ़ा देंगे या पूरी जिंदगी जेल में डाल दें? क्या ये सोल्यूशन है? नो, राइट? देखो, आई डू अग्री कि ये दोनों बहुत पॉपुलर आइकन्स हैं. पीपल लिसन केयरफुली टू व्हाट दे आर सेइंग. पर कभी कभी ना हमें भी सोचना चाहिए कि हम कॉमेडी किस लेवल तक कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज समटाइम्स वी डू क्रॉस दैट लाइन एंड वी आर नॉट इवन अवेयर ऑफ इट. और मैं सिर्फ इस जोक की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ऐसे कई सारे जोक्स हैं जो इस शो में बोले गए हैं जो डेफिनेटली बहुत टाइम वर्क किए हैं, बट सिमिलरली किसी दूसरे इंसान के लिए शायद वो वर्क ना करें. हर जोक को एक फैमिली पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखना या इंडियन सेंट्रिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखना कैन ऑल्सो बी अ प्रॉब्लम. इसलिए तन्मय भट्ट ने ना एक बहुत ही बढ़िया बात कही थी जो आपको सुननी चाहिए.
आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इंडिया में ये ऑब्सेशन क्यों है सबका कि सब कुछ परिवार वालों के सामने करना पड़ता है. सब कुछ परिवार के साथ करना जरूरी है क्या? कभी घर के बाहर निकलो, डू सम थिंग्स विद फ्रेंड्स. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दिस ऑब्सेशन इज. वुड यू एवर डू दिस इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर मॉम एंड डैड? नो, आई वुड नॉट डू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर मॉम एंड डैड. आप सब कुछ एक बचपन में जब पैदा होते हो तो डॉक्टर अम्बिलिकल कॉर्ड काटते क्यों है? मत काटो ना. सब कुछ मम्मी डैडी के सामने ही करो. पापा उस तरफ देखो.
ओके, अब इस जोक के बाद जो कंट्रोवर्सी हुई है वो बहुत ज्यादा हो चुकी है। इनके खिलाफ एफआईआर्स हो रही हैं,
Oh
कोर्ट
my
केसेस
God,
होने वाले
no
हैं।
way.
महाराष्ट्र के सीएम ने इनके ऊपर कमेंट किया है
Oh.
और पुलिस जाके उनके स्टूडियो पे रेड मार रही है।
What for?
आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई। शायद कोई ऑफेंसिव जोक वहां पे छुप के बैठा होगा। बट डू यू रियली थिंक दैट दिस इज द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इन इंडिया
What?
राइट नाउ?
Yeah,
आई डोंट थिंक सो।
Exactly.
प्रॉब्लम भी यही आती है कि ये क्रिएटर्स इतने पॉपुलर हैं, लाइक बियर बाइसेप्स हु हिमसेल्फ इज एन नेशनल अवार्ड विनर, जिनको पीएम नरेंद्र मोदी से अवार्ड भी मिला था। सो इट ऑल्सो बिकम्स अ पॉलिटिकल मैटर नाउ। बट डू यू रियली फील कि इनके खिलाफ एफआईआर करना, बेसिकली इनको जेल में पहुंचाना, इज द राइट सोल्यूशन? अगर ये सही तरीका है तो हमें हर जगह यही चीज अप्लाई करनी चाहिए। आपको खुद पता है कि इंडिया में पॉलिटिशियंस खुद कितने क्रिमिनल्स हैं एंड दे आर जस्ट रोमिंग फ्रीली। हम उसके बारे में ज्यादा कुछ नहीं बोलते बिकॉज हमें पता है कि बाद में वही चीजें प्रॉब्लम्स हमारे लिए खड़ी करती हैं। अब पॉलिटिशियंस की बात भी छोड़ो, विमेन क्राइम्स की बात करते हैं। दे आर इंक्रीजिंग एवरी डे इन इंडिया, बट हम कलेक्टिवली उन चीजों के लिए साथ में आते ही नहीं।
There you
वी
go.
ऑलरेडी नो कि लोग कलेक्टिवली इन चीजों की बात नहीं करना चाहते हैं
Oh, look at that,
because they
yeah.
just want to ignore the real problems. इस पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी ने मुझे रियलाइज कराया कि क्रिएटर्स का इन्फ्लुएंस कितना बड़ा है, not just for their followers but also for the audience that hates them. बिकॉज समय राणा के जोक्स को तो हमेशा सेलिब्रेट किया जाता था, उनको तो डार्क ह्यूमर का सुप्रीम लीडर माना जाता है, और उनको तो इवन रिसेंटली केबीसी में भी बुलाया गया था जहाँ पे काफी क्रेडिबल लोग आते हैं। और वो शो में भी इसलिए पहुंचे थे क्योंकि इंडियाज गॉट लेटेंट इतना बड़ा शो बन चुका था। इट्स ऑल अबाउट टीआरपी एंड सिमिलरली न्यूज चैनल्स एंड सोशल मीडिया, एवरीबडी इज लुकिंग फॉर दैट टीआरपी बिकॉज जस्ट आफ्टर वन जोक सब कुछ कैसे बदल गया। ह्यूमर तो उनका पहले से ही वैसा था। सो इट्स वेरी क्लियर
Yeah.
कि इन क्रिएटर्स के साथ थोड़ी चेरी पिकिंग तो हो रही है क्योंकि इट्स वेरी इजी टू पिक ऑन दीज क्रिएटर्स। इनकी कोई हेटफुल ऑडियंस है ही नहीं टू ट्रॉल यू बैक। क्योंकि सीरियसली सोशल मीडिया पे हमने ऐसे क्रिएटर्स देखे हैं जो लिटरली लोगों को मार पीट रहे हैं कंटेंट के लिए। उनको ऑडियंस कभी कैंसिल नहीं करती है, उनको तो लिटरली टॉक्सिसिटी के लिए सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है। सो आई थिंक हमें हर गलत चीज के लिए इसी तरह से एक साथ आना
Hypocrisy,
चाहिए।
isn't it,
I'm very
for
sure कि
everything?
BeerBiceps and Samay Raina are the people who will take full accountability for this, and I guess वो भी थोड़ा फ्यूचर में ध्यान देंगे कि इस तरह के जोक शो में लैंड ना हो, because nobody really needs a controversy or even a bad influence on people. आप मुझे कमेंट्स में इस पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी के अराउंड अपना ओपिनियन जरूर देना। मुझे तो ये जोक बहुत ही irrelevant लगा। They should get criticism, but I don't think that going to jail is the solution. अगर हम एक जोक के लिए लोगों को जेल में डालने लगे तो आई थिंक हर रोज 1000 लोग तो अरेस्ट हो ही जाएंगे।
And
और
you know,
देन वीडियो खत्म करते हैं। ये तो था मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इन एक्सप्लेनिंग
Wow.
हाउ अ जोक बिकम्स अ नेशनल मैटर व्हिच इज
Wow.
इंपॉर्टेंट देन एनीथिंग एल्स इन द कंट्री। आई एम वेरी श्योर कि हमारा ओपिनियन डिफरेंट भी हो सकता है कई एस्पेक्ट्स में, व्हिच इज ओके। अब पुलिस कंप्लेंट ना कर देना डिफरेंट ओपिनियंस होने के लिए। एनीवे, डू लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट्स कि आपका इंडिविजुअली इस पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी पे क्या ओपिनियन है। इसके अलावा इफ यू कनेक्ट विद माय ओपिनियन यू कैन आल्सो फॉलो मी ऑन इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर, लेटरबॉक्स @vishal and cinema। यहाँ पे मैं सिनेमा और पॉप कल्चर के रिलेटेड कंटेंट पोस्ट करता हूँ, सो यू कैन फॉलो मी देयर एज वेल। ऑलराइट देन, सी यू सून विद द नेक्स्ट वीडियो। सतर्क रहें, सावधान रहें।
It goes again. I don't know what was said, so I can't really comment. But again, regardless of what was said, okay, it's a joke. That's the word that I'm hearing. That it was a joke. It was a joke that wasn't good and wasn't tasteful. People didn't like it. It could have been very offensive. I get it. You know what? But if he was on a stage like with PM Modi and he was to say something inappropriate or wrong that the national world was watching, you know, I could get it. Like, you know, the place and the location, you know, what happened and you think it. But, I mean, earlier, last week, was it the Grammys or something? Kanye West went there with his Addi Nangi, Puri Nangi Boti on the Grammys award there, and, you know, I don't think even the police or the government was like jumping up. People were talking about it. They were criticizing it. They were, you know, saying whatever. But, you know, and that was that. And there was nothing like, you know, that is could be seen as offensive and terrible and, you know, but shame. And that's actually an arrestable offense. Being, you know, naked in front, like the public. It's indecent, you know, public indecency or whatever it is. But what I'm saying is, I'm not condoning, because I don't even know what was said, but I get it. Whatever's been said, it's not clearly nice or decent. But again, like, you know, they've done it on a show where it is comedy, and I just think the only stupid thing I think is when it was said, why didn't the editors just edit it out and not post it? That's it. You know what? But I've seen the show. There's so many things that get said that are inappropriate, not right, but it's for a different kind of viewers. Like you said, if you watch certain comedies from around the world or certain movies or shows around the world, it's for certain audiences. Not everyone's going to like it. Some people will be offended. Some people will hate it. Some people will bloody, write to, the, whatever you call it, like the teams or the people that it's controversial. Sometimes people complain about the news, things that they see in the news, they hear that, or something that was said by the news reporter. So they put it in, like, I'm complaining, I wasn't happy about it. I'm like, flipping out. These look, I just bill them, man. They've got so much time on their hands. I mean, the person at the end of the day, knowing BeerBiceps and Ranveer, is probably apologised. I mean, and I think the main thing is, was the person who was said to, or was it said in jest or to anyone, were they really offended? I think that's the person who can say, look, this was said to me, I am offended, it was hurtful to my feelings or something, then I can understand. But again, if he was a hardcore criminal, fine, but the amount of crimes that people are reporting that are really serious, and the amount of people that say things, do things, create things, I've seen inappropriate things in movies, and that's also in Indian movies. Things get said and you're going, that was a bit below the belt or inappropriate or not right. It's everywhere. But to judge them just because, they've got YouTube channels it's not the people who are watching them that are judging them. It's people who don't watch them. And, probably people about 20, 30 years older, no sense of humour. I don't know. But again, like I said, you guys might have a different take. You guys might turn around and say, yeah, I found it offensive and I would never watch them again. They were wrong to do so. And I fully understand. Everyone's got a right to an opinion. You guys might not like it. Other people might. Some people don't like certain other things. And other people, you see Street watches stuff and she gets offended. She doesn't like it. But then you guys get offended by her because she didn't like what you guys liked. And you're like, what's her problem? Why is she getting offended for, and you guys get annoyed with her. But she has a right to feel that way. I don't feel that way to stuff. You guys don't feel it, but she does. So it's the same thing like that. But it doesn't mean, someone wants to put someone in jail just because of it, because you didn't like, because she got offended, because you do you know what I mean? It's that thing. Turn the channel, start watching, hate it all you want, talk about it, but if it was here, and like I said, being an ex-officer, police officer, yeah, you probably have a word with them and saying this, that and the other, or whatever it might be. It wouldn't go to the point of going to the bloody, government and prime minister, or even prison and all that. You just turn around and goes, ho gaya, you know what I mean? Dobara mat karna. People get offended. Not everyone's in line with your jokes and humour. It doesn't work here. And so please be mindful. Anyway, that was my take, and yeah, I don't even know what's going on. So, and you guys will probably go, yeah, but if you knew and this, that and the other, and then have all stuff there, then okay, fair enough if that's how you feel. But I've seen this stuff and I know what to expect. Obviously not from Ranveer to do comedy or anything. I've never seen him do that. But it is what it is, isn't it? And everyone now jumping on the bandwagon, talking, slang, using it and all that. And they're going to carry on because now everyone else is getting views, everyone else is getting, all involved in all this. It helps them generate whatever else and avoiding what, the serious stuff that's happening actually out there. This is my job, by the way. So, sooner or later. But yeah, I'm not touching on it, so I'm not taking sides or whatever. I'm just giving my viewpoints of what I think from what I know from this video. Anyway, guys, that was the video. That was the reaction. Share your comments and feelings and thoughts below on all this. I'll see you next one.